Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Jarchhh, and today we're diving into some NFL predictions that you guys might disagree with. We're going to break down each division and rank every team, who's taking the crown and who's bottom of the barrel. Anyways, let's get into it. Alright, we're getting it started with the AFC North. This division has always been a battle. It's always been close. You know, Mike Tomlin never likes to lose. So with last place of this division, I'm going to take the Cleveland Browns this year. I just don't think that Deshaun Watson's gonna be able to put together a season like Russell Wilson, Lamar Jackson, or Joe Burrow. I just don't see them winning without good quarterback play. Finishing third in the division is the Steelers. I would say the Steelers are always very competitive, have one of the best defenses in the NFL, but have struggled with their offense. But I think with Russell Wilson coming in, he'll give them a little bit of boost they need to keep winning. In third place, I got the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow coming back from injury, I think he's going to ball out, especially with Jamar Chase. The only thing that is keeping me from putting them in the 1 seed is their defense. I feel like their defense is very underrated, but I feel like the Ravens just have it a whole lot better. And finally, as you guys can assume, the Ravens are finishing first in the AFC North. Lamar Jackson, if he plays like he did last year, stays healthy, and defense keeps balling out, I think they, again, could make another Super Bowl run, especially with the addition of Derrick Henry. And next we got the AFC East. This division might be a little tricky. We have no idea how this division is going to end up. We don't know how Aaron Rodgers is going to play. We don't know how much Buffalo's offense is going to be affected with losing Stephon Diggs. Tua has to play in the winter. That's all I gotta say. Starting with New England, they are finishing last in the AFC East. They just do not have a squad at all. They have no one. That's why they're going dead last. Third in the division, I got the Miami Dolphins. I think the Dolphins have potential, but there are still some questions about Tua's playing ability in cold weather. They might be able to put up a whole bunch of points with just letting Tyreek run, but we'll just have to see. And for second in the division, I got the New York Jets. I think that they will do just barely better than the Dolphins. But I don't think Aaron Rodgers will be incredible or anything. Their defense is what's going to make them win games. And winning the division once again is the Bills. I think even losing Stephon Diggs, Josh Allen is a very competitive quarterback and will find a way to win. Their defense is still solid even though they lost some key pieces. But hey, a few years ago we were looking at the Chiefs and saying the same thing. Oh, no weapons. Oh, lost some people in defense. But hey, they've won 2 Super Bowls. Maybe going for a 3-peat this year. Who knows? Now it's time for the AFC South. In last place, I have the Tennessee Titans. I think they'll have a big jump from last year, but I just see this division being very competitive this year, with everyone racing for a playoff spot. In third place, I got the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm still not a believer in Trevor Lawrence. The only thing that's keeping them alive is their defensive backs and edge rushers. And to no one's surprise, finishing second in the AFC South is the Houston Texans. Yes, I believe that the Houston Texans are going to finish second in the division. With this division being very competitive, I think they lose a few more games to the Titans and to the Jaguars than the Colts. Finishing first in the division, I got the Colts. I think if Anthony Richardson's able to stay healthy and pans out to be the player he's supposed to be, the Colts will do great. I don't think the record will show it, but I think they'll be one of the top teams in the NFL. And to wrap up everything in the AFC, we're finishing it up with the AFC West. In last place, I got the Denver Broncos. I think Bo Nixon will be good for them and good for a rebuild, but I just don't think their defense is ready or offensive line, and that's why I got them last in the division. With third in the division, I got the Raiders. With Gardner Minshew at quarterback, he did great for the Colts, but I think the Raiders are a worse team than the Colts, and plus they're also in a pretty good division, so that's why I got them finishing third. Finishing second is the Los Angeles Chargers. New head coach, I think they can turn things around really quick. I think Harbaugh was a great pickup, and Joe Alt is going to be one of their franchise offensive linemen. But they're going to have to figure out their receiver position pretty quick. And to no one's surprise, we got the Kansas City Chiefs finishing first in the division once again. They got one of the craziest dynasties, and a lot of people think they might three-peat this year. And me, sadly, I'm one of them. Now it's time for the NFC, and let's get it started with the NFC North. I believe this division will be very tricky to predict. But coming in last, I feel like it's pretty easy. I got the Minnesota Vikings. JJ McCarthy's out for the season, which is a bummer. I feel terrible for you Vikings fans. You guys have gone through a whole lot before the season has even started. But even with Justin Jefferson, I don't think he will be enough to get you guys even to the third place in the division. But third place in the division, I got the Bears. A lot of people are hyping them up. I think Caleb Williams will be great, but I just don't think they can finish second or first over the Lions or Packers. He's a rookie. He's going to have games where he struggles. He's not going to come out of college looking like Patrick Mahomes. Third place, I got the Green Bay Packers. They finished last year's season very strong, especially in the playoffs. They looked like a completely different team last year against the 49ers. And I feel like that almost came out of nowhere. But if they pick up where they left off, they're going to be a pretty good team this year. And to win the division, I got the Lions. The Lions have an amazing offense with so many young players. And even the defense is amazing with young players. And it looks like they're going to have a lot of years of winning ahead of them. Now it's time to predict the NFC East. Coming in last, I got the New York Giants. I believe they will be the worst team in the NFL this upcoming season, and it will be Daniel Jones last time leading the Giants. Up next, coming up third in the division, I got the Washington Commanders. I think Jaden Daniels will do a pretty good job leading this team, but I just don't think they have enough assets around them to help contribute to beating out the Eagles and Cowboys. Coming in second in the division, I have the Eagles. It's been proven before, not all Super Bowl winning teams have to have an amazing running back. But the Eagles have a great defense. They lost some key players last year, but I think they should pick up where they left off. Coming in first in the division, I got the Dallas Cowboys. This might be the last year we see Dak with the Cowboys unless he decides to take a pay cut to stay with the team. Kind of weird to think about Dak not being a Cowboys jersey, but it'd be cool if his last year there, he won the division. Let's get it started on the NFC South. In last place, once again, I got the Carolina Panthers. I think Bryce Young will start to develop more this year and become a better quarterback. But everything else around him isn't looking too good, and that's why I got them finishing last in the division. In third place, I got the New Orleans Saints. I think it's time for Derek Carr to call it quits if this season is how I expect it to be. I don't think Derek Carr will be good. I think he will hold back Chris Olave from becoming a true star receiver. And their defense just keeps getting older and older. Who knows how much longer their defense can keep up. In second place, I got the Atlanta Falcons. Even with all the additions they've added this offseason, I just do not think they can win the division. Kirk Cousins is coming off an injury. There's a chance he doesn't play the same. And second, everyone else they have added to the team is pretty old. So there might be some things that we haven't seen yet about their playing ability. We don't know yet. But also, it's the Falcons. Finishing first in the division once again is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think they still are one of the most underrated teams. Because last year they beat the Eagles in the first round of the playoffs. And the second round they almost beat the Lions. Trust me, y'all just gotta let Baker bake. And to round up the whole NFC, we got the NFC West. Coming in last, I got the Arizona Cardinals. With the addition of Marvin Harrison Jr., I think that'll give them a big jump in their offensive game. And I think Kyler Murray coming back, if he stays healthy, I think they will be a decent team, but just the defense just seems too weak for me. So that's why I got them finishing last. In third place, I got the Seattle Seahawks. I think they're going to do okay, but I don't see a world where they beat out the Rams and Niners to get either first or second in the division. Coming in second in the division, I think it's going to be a very close one, but I got the Rams. Matthew Stafford is one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL, and they got one of the best wide receiver rooms in the NFL. I don't know if Aaron Donald's shoes will be filled in that defense, but hopefully they can and the Rams can keep competing. And finishing first in the division, no surprise to anyone, we got the most stacked team in the NFL, the San Francisco 49ers. I think they will be, once again, top team in the NFL, and they will be the team to beat every single week. They got the most stacked offense and defense in the NFL. They're going to walk around all season with a big target on their back. And that's going to do it. Those were my predictions for every division in the NFL this season. Do you agree? Disagree? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you're new, please subscribe. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.